Aaron Getty, Racing King of the Hammers. This is our final update. Nick Reich here. We're going to talk to you about what our experience was. I think most importantly, it was overwhelming experience. The sun, the dust, the dehydration out there, the speeds, the open desert. I mean, the checkups alone caught the winners or the leaderboards out right at the beginning. I'm so thankful that I got to go out and got some pre-running notes in and got to actually do the laps. We had turn 2 helicopters riding right alongside us the whole time. I mean, it was distracting to say the least. You got to pee, you got helicopters and dust, you got to eat. I'm new at co-piloting. It was crazy, man. Like, tell us, like, what do you think?
Shock fade is real. Most people have never experienced that, but that's something wild that when you beat on a car that hard, going that fast for that long, like he said about the helicopters, was really very hard to pay attention. Even when you had to pee, I've never been in a car so long that we had catheters, and my body would not let me pee, so there was pain. So, but then it worked. But
he told me in the car, he's like, "Oh, these catheters work good," and then tell me about like how that like kind of changed your focus.
Yeah, just your focus is everything when you're going fast, and the helicopters and the pee and all this other stuff, just anything that pulls your attention creates a potential risk.
We pull up the jackhammer. It's a parking lot. He hits these really cool lines off the side. You know, goes around like 6 people at least. I get out of the car. I help a lot of people winch, keep that movement going. He ends up rolling it right into one of the main like spots that everyone's going, and I was pretty like, you know, freaked out by that we would be the cause of any of that. So I like pull what's called an advanced, you know, winching technique, but we do it all the time in Oregon, where you put the winch line up and over the tire and you use that as leverage to help pull it over. And I jumped down and helped push it over with a couple other people. We didn't even lose but 10 minutes most, and we were winching up at the very middle ledge. Our winch broke, just shattered. But these Mickey Thompson tires and the fact that our front sway bar had been broken, you know, you feel like you're one with the car, and the thing was climbing everything.
Yep, it did fantastic. I thought I just had become one with the car, and later found out that the sway bar had broken. But the car was very capable and doing very good.
Yeah, so we like do the bypass. The bypass to Emerson Ridge was super steep. We like, because of that sway bar, we had even more flex. I mean, we were on the edge. I remember him saying that we couldn't be more on the edge.
It's as close as you could get to rolling a quarter mile down a mountainside.
Yeah, I mean, then
we actually tipped on the 2 wheels.
Yeah, it was freaky. There's huge ruts in there from everyone hitting it. It was a lot more than when we hit it in our buggies. And even then, he elected to get out to the other side of the buggy and hang on the side. So to put it in perspective, it was really gnarly. We then went around. This is where we made our probably biggest mistake, or else we would have finished this race, is we actually went backwards on course, which I was bummed because that was my mistake. I was looking up at the arrows that had been flipped around, so I was like, I don't know, maybe maliciousness, because that's what it seemed like to us in reflection of this event. But we came down Emerson Pass, and what do we see, like 15, 20 people there?
Yeah, we come down, and there was 10 to 15 people parked there, all for various reasons, but the majority of them were they didn't have winches to be able to climb the hill to get up there, and I guess I just didn't think we needed a winch. But Aaron was in a bit of a rut right there because he felt like he let us both down, and we talked about that and said, no, we'll let the course official tell us that we're DQ'd. We're gonna keep going. And we turned around, headed up the hill. And we headed up there. I tried it 4 times. I could not make it. And we didn't have a winch. Our winch was broke. Aaron got out. I tried it again, went right up it. Got up to the top, Aaron jumped in, and we continued on. We got all the way to RCP 51, and that's when we timed out. And
headed back home. We got home, we were celebrating, and I didn't feel like the time was right. I had this wild idea, and I get those sometimes, maybe a lot of the time compared to different people, but I said to Nick, we're gonna do something, and go with it. And so he did, and basically we pulled up to stage, and somebody literally we pulled up to that fence saying, hey, we're getting through there, and someone moved it for us.
It was a Hammers worker that opened the gate.
Great. So then we just waited for a spot. He called out to one of his friends that was announcing, and just kind of let the opportunity ride that if he wanted somebody to pull up on the stage for kind of fill content, and supposedly there was some other people that were doing the same thing. And so after like the one wheel burnout of Dustin Jones, we were right next, and we got an opportunity to be on stage and reflect on a race and give some credit that's due for all the sponsors that really helped us.
Yep.
And so then we come back, and he's beat, tired, and we're eating steak, and we're like, we all are talking to him about doing backdoor. You know, he's came out here all this way, and it's like a historical event to see any bouncer go up it, but let alone a Midwest, East Coast bouncer. It helps like this whole community kind of come together. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your experience on backdoor?
Yeah, I mean, it was wild. It's like, what reminds me of is Mad Max in the Thunderdome, because it's inside a canyon and the walls are just nothing but people. They have flamethrowers in there and lights and smoke and big music going and everything. And I really didn't want anything to do with it but going to bed. But being that it was the night of the biggest event up there, everybody thought it was a good idea. So they all moved the crowd, moved vehicles, made it happen for me. I went up there. I was able. Everything worked out like the best we could hope. We were able to put on a show. Made it awesome, made a huge moment for lots of people, and yeah, that was the end of the night.
Sweet. Well, I can't wait to do this again. Thank you, Nick, for this great experience, man.
Thank you.
We'll look forward to the future. Blessings, you guys.
Thank you.